Welcome back to our next video on Excel. In our previous video, we treated issue of checking the length of a character, so how to return some certain string or characters from a particular cell. What we are going to do today, we are going to treat issue of conversion from lowercase to uppercase, uppercase to lowercase, something like that, among the other things we are going to do. So we're going to convert this registration number, like we see, is all in capital letter. We'll convert them into lower cases. Then we also go ahead and convert them into proper or sentence cases in English. In Excel, we call it proper. And then we convert it into uppercase again. So to do that, we just say equals to lower. If you want to convert anything to lowercase, you just say lower. You select the cell. For this one has only one parameter. It will convert everything into lowercase. All the alphabet will be converted to lowercase. But if you want to convert it into a sentence case by capitalizing only the first letter, you apply this one, it will only convert the first letter. And when you want to convert everything into lowercase, for example, let's assume this particular one, we can apply the same thing with this one. So in another way, let me just copy this column and apply it here. So you see, it has converted the names into lowercase, into proper case, and then finally, we convert it into upper. Let's select the lowercase, the cell with the lowercase, which is C4. I'm not referring to Bumwall, it's just C4. I referenced C4. So it should convert it into Nora Bello, whereby this one is in capital letter. So to convert it into lowercase, you just put is equals to lower, while in capital letter, in proper case, you convert it into equals to proper. And to convert it back to uppercase, you just say is equals to proper. This is how to do the conversion from lowercase into uppercase. So the next tutorial, we're going to remove this one. I'll just apply undo to reverse my previous actions. But still, I don't need this particular 4 columns. So I'll remove them, right click like we always do, and select delete. So now, the next one is, how are we going to get a maximum score for a student? Let's create a column. We want to check which score is maximum for this particular candidate. And also, we want to check which one is minimum between all the scores you obtain. So to check maximum equals to max, open a bracket, you highlight the columns. This will return the maximum value. If you look at where he has 50, 87, and 56, it returns 87, which is the maximum among the two. And if we want to return minimum, we just say equals to min. We also highlight the min between the three, which will return his minimum score. So to return maximum, we say equal to max. You put the range. For the minimum, you also put the min is equals to min. You provide the range also. So the next one we are going to treat is using trim. In a situation whereby somebody, as he's typing, maybe he's used to Excel, he tried to put some white spaces and extra spaces between numbers, between names. So to remove this one, we apply a word called trim, a function called trim. Trim will remove any unwanted spacing between a sentence or a word. When you say is equals to trim, this particular space we have, extra spaces we have here, will be removed automatically. So anytime you have that particular extra space, so far if it is from just using spacebar, it will not show in Excel. It will trim it and remove all the unwanted spaces. So this is how to make use of trim. But the next thing we are going to talk about now is chart. Chart can be used to plot a graph from a given data. One example we have here, since we are dealing with subject, we have 3 subjects, and we want to plot graph of this particular student with their scores. So I would like to copy it, go to another sheet and paste the result. By pasting the result, this will allow me to have at least this data without typing it again. So to plot a chart, let me hide this column, or let me delete this column, or let me just leave it. I'm going to highlight this data, go to charts, go to insert, and then we go to chart straight. If you select a recommended chart, it will try to plot the data of the student based on their subject. By selecting this type, so you select the recommended chart and click OK. By doing so, it will plot this registration number against their subject. Consists of math, chemistry, and physics. So if you go down, we have it down there, whereby we have within the keys, the math, the legend entries, chemistry, and physics. So this one is indicating this student has 40 something. The first candidate down with 33, he has 50 as his math score. Then for the chemistry, he has 87, while for the physics, he has 56. So to allow the figures or the data level to appear, you right click on the, one of the bars, you go to add data level, you click on add data level. This will indicate the data level. Since we clicked on only chemistry, it will apply for the chemistry. But in a situation whereby we click on the all the bars, or we can just go to this particular area and select the add chart. Under add chart, this will allow us to only change the change the chart. But when we go to the data level, this one is data table. We can, with data level, we select at the center. When we click on at the center, if we hover over at the center, look at how the numbers are indicated within the center of each. If we say inside top, inside end, we'll put it in the toward the end. But when we go to the outside end, it will level the data outside our bars. We can also go ahead and change the chart type from either select multiple different bars, different type, so that it will change it from one layout to another. If you click on change chart type, also we can select from pie chart, bar chart, area chart, any one you want. When you select it, it will give you access to the type of the selected chart. So when you look at it, it will give you each color. This one is represented by a student, whereby the other it will show you the percentage of mass for this particular candidate. And because we selected only mass when we are trying to apply this particular type, so we select again, we go back to our column chart. When we go back to our column chart, it will also give us for the column, but because we have changed the type of the of the chart. So this is a brief introduction to your chart. When you are done with your chart, you can copy that particular chart to take it to Microsoft Excel if you want. You can also take it to Microsoft Word. Okay, we're already in Excel, so you copy it, you go to Microsoft Word. If you want to transfer it into another application, you just right click on that particular chart, you select copy, you go to your new application, you paste it. So you have your chart. So you can copy it and transfer it to images, or you transfer it to Microsoft Word, and at Microsoft Word, you can adjust it to fit the area that you want. I think we will stop here. In our next video, we will look at an if statement decision making. We're not going to go far, but we'll just look at an introductory part of the if statement. Thank you for watching.